No one could have imagined that a real conflict was brewing deep inside the royal palace. While Kate Middleton bears the burden of being the wife of the future king, with her health causing concern, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie seem to have decided that it's their time to step out of the shadows. But how innocent are their attempts to claim a position in the royal hierarchy? Rumors of tense relations between the York sisters and Kate, which have been circulating behind closed doors for years, have only grown stronger. Cold glances at official events, strange snippets of photos, even a moment when Eugenie allegedly broke protocol to humiliate Kate at the Christmas service. This all points to one thing: a long-standing rivalry between them that is now coming to the surface. What's behind it? Jealousy? Grudges? Or a fight for royal attention? When Kate joined the royal family, there were rumors that the princesses were jealous because they were no longer the center of attention. It is true that when Kate married William, all eyes were on her. Since William was the first son of Prince Charles to marry, the public became increasingly interested in him and his family with Catherine. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie are not senior royal figures and are not required to attend royal events, unlike Kate, who is always in the spotlight. Naturally, in comparison, any news about the York sisters tends to pale in comparison. There might have been some family friction due to the fact that every time William and Catherine had another child, the sisters moved one step further away from the throne. Perhaps. However, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie were born into this family and know how it all works, so if necessary, they must be ready to step back in favor of their cousins, who are luckier in terms of the line of succession. In recent years, Prince William has distanced himself from his cousins. It seems that as William expanded his family, the focus of both the family and the press shifted from the York sisters to the Waleses. Additionally, King Charles has made it clear that he wants to reduce the working and money-earning branch of the royal family. It became evident that Beatrice and Eugenie would be the first among the royal family members to lose their privileges, just as they had to give up their paid security detail in 2011 when the family was cutting costs. However, according to journalist Catherine Osler, the tension between the York sisters and Prince William actually began to rise much earlier, after the tragic death of Princess Diana in 1997. Writing in the Daily Mail in 2016, she explained, "It's hard to imagine that at one point, William and Harry, Beatrice and Eugenie felt almost equal. In 1996, they all went on vacation together to the south of France. They were so close, despite the age gap between William and Beatrice. There is a 6-year difference. It's truly tragic." Diana and Sarah Ferguson, known as Fergie, knew each other before they married into the royal family. They were fourth cousins, had common ancestors, and socialized in the same circles. Fergie wrote in her 1996 autobiography, "She was 2 years younger than me, and I tried to support and protect her as a younger sister, just as I do now as my best friend." Diana played the role of matchmaker. She invited her friend to spend a week at Windsor Castle, arranging things so that at dinners, Sarah sat next to Prince Andrew. This ultimately sparked their relationship. According to Town and Country magazine in 2018, Sarah showed everyone Diana's bold, fun side, often to the disapproval of others, including family members. This friendship ended in late 1996, and although Fergie claims she doesn't know why, it is believed that Diana was disappointed by how Sarah depicted her in her autobiography. Additionally, Sarah wrote that she contracted athlete's foot after borrowing Diana's shoes. Charles gradually distanced himself from Fergie after she separated from Andrew in 1992. A source told Mrs. Osler that Prince Charles, like his father, Prince Philip, can't even bear to hear her name. Naturally, this tension between Beatrice and Eugenie's mother and William's father eventually passed down to the cousins. And with Diana, who could have smoothed things over, no longer around, the result of bad relations was that Prince William did not invite Sarah Ferguson to his wedding, which upset her. Naturally, this affected her relationship with the sisters. Princess Beatrice and her sister Eugenie are as popular in the kingdom as their cousins William and Harry. The girls are often compared to their mother. Now that Sarah has finally settled into a quieter life, her grown-up daughters relentlessly follow in her footsteps. They go to clubs, dress provocatively, and actively socialize with friends, often becoming involved in non-royal events. Rumor has it that Eugenie and Beatrice were upset because their mother, the fun Duchess, Sarah Ferguson, was not invited to that wedding. As a result, they showed up at the event in provocative outfits. The hat quickly became a topic of widespread discussion. The party had barely ended when a very critical article was published, which the sisters read, leaving Beatrice in tears. Eugenie comforted her, but when Beatrice calmed down, she decided to auction the hat. It seems the proceeds went to charity. But this story dates back to 2011, and the hat is still remembered and remains a popular meme. Although Princess Eugenie is not bound by royal dress code rules, she still adheres to all social proprieties. You can't find a single photo of the Duchess in a provocative outfit. Her typical style is very proper and, in a sense, somewhat ridiculous. She often demonstrates an active social stance, which has earned her the love of fans. As a child, Eugenie was diagnosed with scoliosis. She underwent corrective surgery, and the scar remains for life. The public learned about this after the princess's wedding. She intentionally chose a dress with a deep V-neck to show her scar, thus encouraging others not to be ashamed of such marks. Jack Brooksbank gave his fiancée a luxurious engagement ring. It reminded many of Princess Diana's famous ring, which was inherited by Kate Middleton. The huge sapphire, surrounded by many magnificent high-quality diamonds, is the same in both rings. Kate Middleton's main stone is a deep blue, while Princess Eugenie's is a soft pink. However, Eugenie's ring is significantly more expensive than Kate's. It features an extremely rare stone called Podparadska, which gets its pink color from a blend of red and yellow hues. The sapphire in Eugenie's ring is named Lotus Flower. At Christmas in 2011, the entire royal family, as usual, visited Sandringham, including the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the 2 York princesses. A video posted on social media showed Kate leaving St. Mary Magdalene Church at Sandringham on Christmas morning in 2011. This event reignited discussions about how, initially, Princess Eugenie wasn't very friendly with Kate. Princess Eugenie was walking right behind the Duchess of Cambridge, but it seemed she was eager to pass Kate and descend the steps first, even though this was a breach of protocol. Kate responded by flicking her hair and continuing to walk in the same direction. Then, the Duchess of Cambridge approached the crowd of royal fans who gather every year to meet the royal family at Sandringham. Body language expert Judy James analyzed both Princess Eugenie's actions and Kate's reaction. If we take this at face value, there seem to be reasons why this might be seen as a sign of possible friction or coldness between Princess Eugenie and Kate at this point in their relationship. Princess Eugenie clearly has a serious expression, despite other family members seemingly being in social smile mode. Kate is ahead, but William seems to turn to his cousin, who suddenly tries to walk past Kate and move ahead. From this clip, we can't see whether there was any jostling or even physical contact by Eugenie as she passed Kate's partially turned body. So, if the rumors are true, this would have happened if Eugenie's elbow or hand brushed Kate's back, the expert said. What we seem to see is Kate reacting quickly, as if she was warned that Eugenie was passing. Perhaps it was this reaction that sparked the rumors of some sort of confrontation. She looks at Eugenie, but gets no nonverbal response, so she returns to her official and very charming body language, even flipping her hair to show that she is brushing off any problems. The body language expert noted that there could be other explanations for this encounter. Of course, there could be other sides to this story, and Eugenie might have been hurrying to her car, but with her somewhat grim expression and Kate's evident surprise, followed by a scrutinizing look, it's strange that there wasn't a smile or an apology when Eugenie made a sudden, urgent move. Later, another ambiguous scandal arose regarding Eugenie and Kate's relationship because of a photo that Princess Eugenie took during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations for Queen Elizabeth II. In one of the photos, royal family members are seen on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Keen-eyed fans noticed that Eugenie had cropped Kate Middleton out of the shot. Many agreed that she had done this intentionally. She just removed Kate from the photo, it's pretty obvious. It's weird how she cropped the photo. You can still see her hair and part of her dress. I wouldn't say the original shot wouldn't fit. Very cleverly cropped Kate out. She just doesn't like Kate. She's on Harry's team, and we all know it. The internet buzzed. It has been revealed that Kate once brought Princess Beatrice to tears. It was in 2008, and the relationship between Kate and Beatrice was rather cold, even though William's girlfriend was already well integrated into the royal family. One day, Kate became the organizer and host of a charity event to benefit a children's hospital in Oxford. She invited all the high society, but forgot to invite William's cousin, Princess Beatrice. The granddaughter of the Queen, it is said, received the invitation at the very last minute and was not informed of the dress code. Beatrice was shocked when she arrived at the party, only to find that all the guests were dressed in a disco style, while she appeared out of place in her blue romantic dress. Beatrice was so upset that she couldn't hold back her tears, blaming Kate for the situation. Royal insiders believe that Beatrice and Eugenie feel overlooked. They do not have the responsibilities of senior royal family members, so their expenses are only partially covered by the crown. Moreover, during the pandemic, Queen Elizabeth II's granddaughters even faced the threat of eviction. The cottages where the August sisters and their families live also belong to the crown, and maintaining such luxurious properties has become very expensive in recent years. The close friendship between Princess Eugenie and Meghan Markle did not contribute to peace in the royal household. It's no secret that Meghan, wife of Prince Harry, failed to get along with Prince William's wife, Kate. In fact, if we are to believe some English-language sources, Eugenie is said to have played matchmaker. It was she who introduced Meghan Markle to Prince Harry. The friendship between Prince Harry and Princess Eugenie was one of the strongest family ties within the British royal family. However, the relationship between the siblings soured dramatically when Prince Harry met Meghan Markle. This is recounted by the authors of the book Finding Freedom, which became the most discussed biography in history and a massive bestseller. As is known, the cousin was so close to her brother that she often gave him advice regarding his love life. Prince Harry openly shared with Eugenie about the women he liked and even introduced them to her, so she could evaluate his choices. This is what happened with Meghan Markle. Prince Harry arranged several double dates where his sister and her partner were present. The Duke eagerly awaited Eugenie's verdict after the meetings. Harry always trusted his cousin when it came to women in his life. Not only did he rely on her opinion, but he knew that Eugenie would always give good advice. The prince often remarked that his sister was very wise. It's no wonder that she was one of the first in the royal family to know about his relationship with Meghan, write biographers Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand. At first, Meghan made a decent impression on the prince's sister. Eugenie wanted her brother to be happy and immediately noticed how he looked at his chosen one. The Duchess of York understood that this was true love. Eugenie, who had long hoped her cousin would settle down and be happy, told her friends that she loved Meghan and thought she was a good person. The princess said that it was the American actress who would finally bring her brother to his senses. The biographers note, Kate Middleton and Prince William were initially unsure if Meghan Markle was truly the right match for Prince Harry. In the book The Royal Family's Feud, authors Hauer and Tillett quote an insider saying that after meeting Meghan Markle, Prince William asked his younger brother, "Are you sure she's the one?" The book also claims that Kate even tried to convince Prince Harry not to rush into marriage, saying that Meghan was completely different and that time and effort would be needed for her to truly integrate into the family. However, Prince Harry ignored the advice of his relatives, captivated by Meghan's personal qualities. He was drawn to her confidence, energy, and ambition because, subconsciously, he was searching for a woman who could replace the mother he lost at a young age. Another bone of contention within the royal family was the timing of Meghan Markle's pregnancy announcement. Allegedly, Meghan shared the news of her pregnancy with close family members at Princess Eugenie's wedding, drawing additional attention to herself. Journalists Dylan Howard and Andy Tillett claim in their book that this upset Prince Harry, and both Princess Eugenie and her mother Sarah Ferguson were furious. Markle's actions were considered strange, choosing someone else's wedding as the moment to make such an announcement. But this was her big trick, to divert attention, which should have been entirely focused on her husband's cousin, to herself. It is also said that Meghan Markle had previously stolen the spotlight at events that were supposed to be focused on others. Guests at the wedding of Prince Harry's best friend also mentioned this. As Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's relationship progressed, their bond with their cousin, Eugenie, faded into the background. Eugenie realized that her brother was consumed by his love life but couldn't understand why he stopped making time to communicate with his beloved sister. The last straw, which filled her patience to the brim, was Meghan and Harry's announcement that they were expecting their first child, made just before Princess Eugenie's wedding. The cousin felt that her brother's desire to steal attention on such an important day was a disgraceful act. According to a source, the tense relationship between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with the royal family, particularly with King Charles and Prince William, became a real stress for Beatrice and Eugenie. All this drama between him and Meghan, and the break from the rest of the family, is really stressing the girls out. It's hard to watch because they see both sides, said the source. However, according to them, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie understand that they are under pressure from the royal family and the weight of responsibility. The last time Prince Harry was publicly seen with Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie was at the coronation of King Charles III. The Duke of Sussex entered Westminster Abbey, smiling and conversing with Princess Beatrice and her husband Edoardo Mapelli-Mozzi, as well as with Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank. Prince Harry is still very close to his cousins, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. This was confirmed by People, citing a source close to the British royal family. They're still best friends and stay in constant touch, said the insider. In the beginning of 2016, Prince Harry, Princess Eugenie, Sienna Miller, Margot Robbie, and Cara Delevingne took a joint picture in a photo booth during an event in Notting Hill. The glamorous image became even more appealing because it featured not only Hollywood stars, but also two royal highnesses. The August duo had always shared a close bond. Princess Eugenie introduced Harry to his ex-girlfriend, British actress Cressida Bonas, and she also introduced him to Misha Nonu, who, according to rumors, helped bring Harry together with Meghan Markle. And so, for years later, the Duke of Sussex swapped noisy parties for events discussing environmental protection and the semblance of a normal life in Canada. Meanwhile, his friendship with Eugenie and her sister Beatrice began to fade. However, the final break, according to experts, was triggered by the Sussexes' remarks about the privileges of other members of the royal family, which they felt they were deprived of. In their official statement, the couple emphasized, despite the precedent allowing other titled members of the royal family to have jobs alongside their official duties, a 12-month probation period was imposed on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This was a clear reference to the daughters of the Duke of York, one of whom works in a contemporary art gallery, and the other in business. However, despite their titles of royal highnesses, which were granted to them by their parents, the princesses are not required to take on active roles in royal duties, are not under state protection, and do not receive funds from the state. In 2021, Meghan Markle once again surprised royal family fans in an unpleasant way. She deprived Princess Eugenie of the attention she deserved for the second time. As soon as Eugenie had been discharged from the hospital, where she had recently given birth to her first child, Meghan hastened to make sure that everyone forgot about Eugenie and her baby. The birth of the child, which Eugenie had with her husband Jack Brooksbank, should have been a cause for celebration. But before she had the chance to announce the baby's name, all the attention shifted away from her and her joyous event. This was because Meghan accidentally revealed that she was pregnant with her second child. Shortly after, Meghan gave an interview to Oprah Winfrey about her life in the royal family, which sparked a great deal of discussion. It seems that the Duchess simply cannot tolerate when attention is focused on anyone other than herself. But the most strange thing about this situation is that, according to reports, Meghan and Eugenie are friends. Meghan even allowed the princess and her husband to live for some time in Frogmore Cottage, the Windsor residence of Prince Harry and Meghan. Eugenie moved there for a while before her birth, and later moved back with her husband and their son. What is still unclear is why Meghan behaves this way toward Eugenie. While Prince William was rather cold to Meghan when they met, Eugenie strongly supported Harry's relationship with his future Duchess, and this is how Meghan repaid her. After the scandal, Prince Harry personally met Princess Eugenie's 2-month-old son, who was named August. This moment was undoubtedly very emotional and important for Harry, as he had always been very close to Eugenie. However, Eugenie did not get to meet Meghan on that occasion, and it seems that Meghan did not apologize to the princess for her actions. It is worth noting that Princess Eugenie was the first member of the royal family allowed to meet Meghan and Harry's daughter, Lilibet. It can be assumed that the births of their children once again brought the royal cousins closer together. In 2023, journalists learned about a secret visit by Princess Eugenie to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The younger daughter of Prince Andrew spent some time in the United States with her husband Jack Brooksbank. They found temporary accommodation in the suburb of Santa Barbara, Montecito, where Harry and Meghan now live with their children. Some media outlets speculate that Princess Eugenie may follow in Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's footsteps and move to California. As for how Beatrice and Kate get along today, it seems they still have some unimaginable challenges ahead. Kate Middleton has not been seen in public since December 2023. Initially, her absence was explained by an unexpected surgery on her abdomen, which she underwent in January 2024. By March, Kate's prolonged silence had sparked numerous conspiracy theories. Some claimed she was seriously ill. Others suggested that Kate had discovered Prince William's affair and demanded a divorce. In the end, Kate Middleton had to release a video message in which she admitted that she had been diagnosed with a malignant tumor. After that, she once again went silent for a long time. Almost nothing is known about her future plans. In January, court sources promised that she would return after Easter, but this information quickly became outdated. Princess Beatrice, the elder daughter of Prince Andrew, brother of King Charles III, sent a message of courage and strength to the ailing Princess of Wales. She spoke about her mother Sarah Ferguson's battle with cancer. Beatrice recalled her mother's resilience in the face of the royal family's health issues. Cancer diagnoses for King Charles III and Princess of Wales. My mom has always inspired me and continues to inspire me. She is one of those people who, no matter how difficult life gets, always manages to be one of the happiest people around, Princess Beatrice shared. Highly valuing her mother's courage and ability to handle crises, Beatrice added, "I think what my mom has gone through over the past year has truly encouraged many people to get checked." The York princess, it seems, was offering Princess Catherine, who is undergoing chemotherapy for her cancer diagnosis, a lesson in how to win the battle for health, inspired by her mother. In a conversation with journalists, Beatrice admitted, "I love learning from my mom every single day. No matter what you go through, come back to joy, love, and kindness." Princess Beatrice, it seemed, was urging everyone to learn from her mother's example as she praised Sarah Ferguson while attending an event in London. Princess Beatrice has often been photographed with Kate Middleton at royal events, and it is known that they both actively participate in charity work and have developed a warm relationship with each other since. At the first party without Kate, Prince William was supported by both sisters, Beatrice and Eugenie, as well as Zara Tindall. The heir to the throne welcomed guests at the event in the main residence of the British monarchs in London. This was Prince William's first garden party of 2024. Prince William wore a white shirt, a grey waistcoat, a traditional tuxedo, a black top hat, and leather shoes. On the steps of Buckingham Palace, the eldest son of King Charles III appeared in the company of the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. He joked about the weather, as heavy rain was falling in London that day. "Great weather for a swim," William remarked. The prince was supported by his cousins. Zara, the daughter of Princess and arrived at the party with her husband, rugby player Mike Tindall. She looked elegant in a white shirt dress with contrasting pink buttons, puffed sleeves, and a slightly flared midi skirt. She completed the look with a pink fascinator and classic pink suede stiletto heels. To protect the Buckingham Palace garden lawn, Zara wore special silicone heel protectors. For accessories, the monarch's niece wore pearl stud earrings and a watch from a renowned brand. Next came the daughters of the disgraced Prince Andrew. Princess Beatrice chose a bright pink midi dress with long sleeves, decorated with romantic ruffles and pearls. She completed the look with a white embroidered headband and cream-colored ankle strap pumps. Princess Eugenie wore a simple white satin midi dress with a relaxed fit and an elegant fascinator. She paired it with whimsical stiletto heels adorned with pearls. For jewelry, William's cousin wore small gold hoop earrings and several rings, including an impressive engagement ring with a large diamond. The cousins surrounded Prince William in a tight circle to support him in Kate Middleton's absence. They engaged actively with the guests to liven up the event and make it a success despite the bad weather and the issues within the monarchy. Kate Middleton's absence continues. It was expected that she would return to her duties after Easter 2024, but that did not happen. Rumors suggest that the chances of her returning in 2024 are slim. Amid this, rumors about reshuffling within the British royal family have resurfaced. The Spanish newspaper Marca claims that King Charles III has already chosen a replacement for his ailing relative. Friends and close associates of Catherine and William told Daily Beast that she is unlikely to appear in public until the end of the year. One source explained that royal family events are usually planned months in advance. "I've been told that Kate's schedule for this year is empty," the source said. "Nothing is planned. She may not appear in public until the end of the year." Daily Mail confirmed that Kate Middleton's return has been postponed indefinitely. King Charles III is also undergoing cancer treatment, and his heir, Prince William, frequently takes time off to care for his wife. As a result, the royal family finds itself without members to attend official events. Earlier in the year, Queen Consort Camilla frequently stepped in for Kate, attending 13 public events in February alone before needing a week off abroad. The Spanish newspaper Marca suggests that this situation has forced King Charles III to find a replacement for Kate. The publication cites reports from the UK, suggesting that her duties might be taken over by the monarch's niece, 35-year-old Princess Beatrice of York. The rumors were fueled by Beatrice and her sister Princess Eugenie's unexpected appearance at a reception hosted by the king in the Buckingham Palace garden. Both of them have their own careers, unrelated to the royal family, so they rarely attend such events. Currently, Beatrice holds the position of Vice President for Strategic Partnerships at the American firm Affinity, which develops technology for automating call centers. Eugenie leads the London-based gallery Hauser and Wirth. According to Marca, Princess Beatrice could become a working member of the British royal family. In other words, she would have the right to represent the monarch at official events. Rumors that Beatrice and Eugenie may take on a more important role in the royal family have been circulating for years. In 2020, British royal biographer Robert Lacey predicted that they would replace Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who had moved to the United States. Lacey believed that the royal family would assign the duties once performed by Harry and Meghan to the daughters of disgraced Prince Andrew. If two leave, two must take their place, and those two will be Beatrice and Eugenie, he predicted. Lacey reminded that, in the past, Prince Harry had considered Beatrice and Eugenie role models. The question, according to him, was only whether they would agree to step up. Lacey thought the sisters would not refuse such an opportunity. This is exactly what the royal family needs for the next 15 years, until Prince George's generation comes into play, he added, referring to Prince William's son. There has been no official confirmation that King Charles III will assign new duties to Beatrice. In fact, just a few months ago, Both she and her sister Eugenie complained about the lack of attention from the monarch. A friend of Princess Eugenie and Beatrice told Daily Beast that this neglect hurt them, but it didn't surprise them. It's offensive that they don't call on the girls for help, especially since they've made it clear that they would like to be useful, especially now that Prince Andrew has been reintegrated into the family. They haven't done anything wrong and shouldn't be blamed for their father's sins, said the friend. Another source explained King Charles's reluctance to use Eugenie and Beatrice by noting that they are not part of the core working members of the royal family. As the late Queen Elizabeth made clear, part-time work is not an option for members of the royal family, the source added. This makes royal experts doubt the authenticity of Marquet's report on reshuffling within the royal family. In particular, Hello! Magazine confirmed that the princess's participation in the May reception at Buckingham Palace Garden was related to Kate Middleton's illness. However, according to royal editor Emily Nash, this does not mean that Beatrice will take on an official role in the royal family. However, Princess Beatrice recently accompanied King Charles during a meeting with Japanese Emperor Naruhito, demonstrating her commitment to royal duties. During a recent conversation on the GBN America channel, American commentator Lee Cohen praised Princess Beatrice for adapting to her new role. Cohen praised her, saying, "She did a wonderful job. She really sat down, hugged, and talked to everyone." He further explained, "As we see with King Charles and Kate, we need to rely on Beatrice and Eugenie, as well as Zara Tindall. They are very popular and truly hardworking. They are independent, have their own careers, but they love the royal family and have a real sense of royal duty," he added. According to Professor of Monarchy History at the University of London, Anna Whitelock, William has been ready to take the throne since his grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, passed away in September 2022. He was very aware of the terrible reality of his fate. Royal biographer Claudia Joseph believes that the prince is now utterly drained and constantly worries about his wife, children, and father, on top of all the issues he had with his brother. "I think it's very tough, but he is made of strong stuff. He is a very resilient person," said the biographer. A similar opinion was expressed by royal biographer and author of the book Charles III, Robert Hardman. He highlighted the British prince's readiness to take on responsibility, adding that while the monarch's role in governing the country is largely ceremonial, citizens would welcome a more active king. He should be more involved in state affairs, rather than simply cutting ribbons at ceremonial events. "I think in the next few years, it will be very interesting to see whether people are ready for this or if there is a certain line that he should not cross," said Hardman. In any case, the prince's main concern is the health of his loved ones. Like the rest of the world, he is waiting for good news regarding the health of Kate Middleton and King Charles III. The royal family continues to crack, and hidden conflicts are becoming public. What is really behind the tense relationships between Kate, Beatrice, and Eugenie? Envy? Resentment? Or are these just rumors inflated to scandalous proportions? What do you think? Is there a chance for reconciliation? Or will the conflict within the monarchy only grow stronger? Share your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like if you're interested in the royal family secrets, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more revelations and exclusive stories. The most exciting part is just beginning.